The day before we start pre-production rehearsals, I get a phone call, and I knew what was coming.
I'm feeling a little stressed now that I'm like back because I wasn't there last week. I can't really explain it how I'm feeling, but I've like had a knot in my stomach. Like I had a knot in my stomach like the entire trip. I just feel like a little lost right now.
So, how can I help?
I don't know. I think it's just with like all of like my work and what's going on right now in my life has like kind of made a huge shift.
So what I'm hearing from you is that you are overwhelmed and you have a lot going on. What are you looking for?
And that's the thing, is I don't really know. It just goes back to like me feeling like I just like let people down.
I mean, yeah, I would say that would be fair. You know, that last rehearsal was really rough, and it wasn't a good note to leave on for a week after being gone for a week before that too. You know, it's go time. We got pre-production rehearsals tomorrow. This train is not slowing down. It is not stopping.
Yeah, I know.
I want to leave the choice to you. You know, you are welcomed here, and you do have a place here if you want it.
Yeah, it's just like that feeling in my gut where I feel like I just like basically like fucked everyone over. And I have like some family stuff going on too. It's just, there is a lot going on. I'm like worried about leaving for 5 weeks.
Okay.
I've just been thinking about it all day and I just like don't know what to do.
I just flat out asked her because I was tired of like doing the, pussyfooting around the bush. Do you want me to be the one to tell you that you're not going on this tour? And she says, yeah.
If you're just not in it and you want me to be the one to say, you know, maybe this isn't a good idea, then I'll be that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. We can maneuver. We can work with this.
Honestly, like I love you guys so much.
And we love you too.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
And then there were 7.
Jesus.
Let's go ahead and scaffolding.
Modified scaffolding. I call it a jungle gym because we're just all over it, climbing over it and dancing on it. It's a really cool extra element that we're able to bring to our show. But man, is it a pain in the ass. We all had hands on deck and we were building the damn thing, and it takes, God, I don't even know how many of us it takes like all of us to build this thing.
There we go. All right.
On this episode of Connie and Alicia carrying shit.
What if it was you and I?
Today's build day. Today's build day. Build day always takes a day.
You're right. You're right. I need that. Thank you.
I'm glad I put on a full face to build the rig.
Pre-production rehearsals, thank God for those, because we typically don't get the chance to have those. And we were very lucky in that we were able to rehearse in a setting where we could have our aerial apparatuses rigged, we could have our jungle gym built and able to perform on to practice with. And that is definitely a luxury that we aren't often awarded.
Oh, what? It's so easy with all these people. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. All right, I'm up. Okay. All right, y'all go ahead. Okay. All right. I'm sweating.
No, because the little thing there.
There was an added pressure, however, because a majority of that rehearsal time in that pre-production space was figuring out how do we move everyone around with a person missing.
Angels is what we need your help with because we just weren't sure how you want to change that. And then Bad Religion will stay exactly the same, either adding Kim in or putting me back center for 3 girl.
How do we change things? Who's gonna take her place in this piece when she's supposed to be changing for a different piece?
Without scaffolding was we were all walking on, but Shayla was freestyling in the middle.
Yep.
So
So what's that now?
that would be Amanda and I on the sides. 4, will I go to the front? I guess so. 2, 3, 4.
I think I bobbled too. No.
No, not like me.
No.
No, just serving it.
One of my favorite pieces is Wherever I May Roam, because it's performed with these fan veils that we have. And they're traditionally used in belly dancing, but I kind of wanted to take that and put my own spin on it and do justice to those movements and that prop, but also make it a little more rock and roll. So we did it to that Metallica song.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fuck!
However, learning these things is a skill in itself.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Wait.
Because they're long, they're awkward, they billow a lot. So any gust of wind, they're going to go flying. Definitely one of the funnier times in rehearsals whenever I teach this routine to the girls who aren't used to dancing with this type of prop.
You're 3
I'm 6.
and 6.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I see. You're actually 7. You're 7.
Yeah, I'm 7. Okay, I thought it was losing my crap. And 5, 6.
They're trying to do this thing and look super hot, but it's just like stuck to their face.
So I'm pulling myself out. And then I'm slowly lowering myself down.
Pull your hips forward. So, like,
Beautiful.
now lower yourself down.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Initially, before
Yeah.
all
Are you
this,
okay?
it was
Yeah, I'm
like
trying.
Pull yourself forward. Hips.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
take
now
these home in
slowly,
like 5 now that I know
right
right
and left. Better.
it's getting there. Okay.
Our focus was kind of divided between figuring out what we're going to do with one less dancer and then at the same time managing and juggling all the production needs that's going to be happening during our live show anyway.
I like long walks on the beach and sucking souls.
Our pre-advancing and advancing stages of this run, we were trying to get the venue to understand that this is our show, this is what we do. We have fire elements, we have air elements, we go through the same conversation with every venue that we have when we advance. And usually, most venues are aware and they understand what our production needs are to make our show happen. However, some venues won't either read the contract or they won't read the writer that is being sent to them in advance that tells them all of our production needs.
I mean, I don't know what he has planned. I mean, you've seen that parking lot. Okay, then let's cone it off. Whatever. Yeah. Correct. And Showman, Showtime, whatever his name is, was like, yeah, we can just bike rack it off. No big deal. Like, he totally understands what we were trying to do. He's like, yes, that's a great solution. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I advanced this show a month before we hit the road, and somehow, some way, the promoter was surprised to learn about the things that I required to make my show happen safely and fully. You know, he pushed back saying, well, you're just gonna have to cut this part of your show, you're just gonna have to cut that part of your show, and I just wasn't in a position where I was okay with that. So it was getting really, really close, and I was seriously thinking about canceling, because if I'm unable to do what my audience expects of the Cherry Bombs, then what's the point of doing it? It's not fair. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to my girls.
So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If we're not feeling happy or comfortable, we'll call a Friday.
Okay.
Saturday. And honestly, yeah, we'll be fine.
I almost kind of
See? This is what happened.
They're like, it's also kind of cute.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit cute.
Shy girl.
That is terrifying.
We just had a fraction of a walkthrough with music of the show. Most of the day was spent building everything, and I mean, I call it a success. We've got a lot to work on. We've got a lot of things that are changing now that Shayla's not here. That's what we're going to be focusing on, is just figuring out all the moving parts minus a person, and with structures, without structures, and just send it. Just do it. With Tempe, which is the first 2 shows of this tour, we, from what I understand, it's 6 days away, but we're supposed to have fire approval tomorrow. We are waiting on approval for our aerial rig. I've submitted all the paperwork for it. We're going above and beyond what we have ever done in all the years that we've been a company to get approval for an aerial rig that we provide and we build ourselves. But I will not water down our show. If it comes down to it and we can't do this, then I'd rather just cancel and reschedule at a place where we are able to do our show successfully. So that's just where I'm at with it.
It's day 2, and I have an inner ear infection. I texted Alicia. I was like, if I'm looking off into the distance ignoring you, it's probably because I can't hear you.
So I just want to get through one pass of our show, like completely blocking it throughout, just from start to finish, so we can at least do that today.
So today we are at our second day of pre-pro rehearsals. So basically we're just running the whole show basically non-stop in full space, so everyone can go full out. We've got our costumes. Try that on just to make sure everything goes seamless on tour.
And I'm just gonna shake her, so it looks like she's fighting me.
Shimmy shake.
We're just shaking over here, just shimmying.
Knees, punches.
Reworking the entire show without Shayla. So Kim and I are having to kind of fill in the blanks where we would have taken that time to change wardrobe and prepare for the next piece. Now we have to kind of double up on the work and fill in where we're needed. So that's a little bit of challenging. It's a little stressful because it's fast changes. It's a lot of material to now be thrown on us and that we have to kind of take on. So, but that's okay. We're doing it, and we're just gonna power through it like we always do. The group here is in good spirits. Everybody's doing a fantastic job rehearsing. Everybody's on their shit. I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
Locked and loaded, Mom. At least if it's tied, I know it's there. It's not going anywhere.
I feel great. We've blocked the whole show.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, I feel way better than I did yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We have 2 more days until a break. So tomorrow, costumes, heels. Now that we've worked through everything, we can just go.
All right, day 2.
Cut the check. Let's go.
I don't know if this one's mine specifically,
Day
but
2.
I need to put this
Break.
back in the bag.
We will resume tomorrow, day 3 of pre-pro at noon, and we'll just get in and get running and hit it.
I'm putting on my super long pants for the still
I think I
shirt.
Honestly, the choreography is pretty locked in. It's the wardrobe and the wigs and stuff that is really the scary part, because we can't have any malfunctions or wigs flying off or anything like that. So yeah, that's going to be the focus for today, and so far feeling pretty good. Everybody's in good spirits and everybody's on it. They're all working really hard. So simultaneously we are sending off information about our aerial rig for approval for the first show, which is in 5 days, and hopefully get that approved by the city so that we can make our show happen, our full show, which would be nice.
So today we are running Macabre tour version for the first time with costumes all the way through. So we have all of our costumes preset on the sides so we can make our changes quickly, and hopefully it goes smoothly first run.
having someone drop out at the last minute, it's a little heartbreaking. It was just like, wow, dang. It put us all under a certain amount of pressure, and we all worked well under the pressure. We just had to pick up the slack where we needed to. So, I mean, in the end, it probably made us stronger because we had to really come together and just make shit happen. When it comes to this group, there's a lot of trust, and we all have to pull our weight.
This is our second run right now. The first one, in my opinion, went pretty well. I learned a lot of costume transitions and where I need to be on each side of the stage. So hopefully this run is a little bit better. And then we'll do this again a few more times. And then we're showtime. So
Showtime, baby!
Full costumes, just kind of working the kinks out, see what we need to add, take away, all that fun stuff.
What are you doing right now, Alicia?
So all of us on tour have to fill out some COVID compliance stuff because we have really strict regulations on this tour. Meaning like we're in a bubble, we're not allowing any friends or family, nobody backstage, no press, because it's just a different time and we have to be careful. So, meow, meow.
And woefully villainous. And she has a habit of coming a tad fashionably late. Everybody will know.
The exciting thing is that we do have a lot of new members here in Cherry Bombs now. Now that we've moved to Las Vegas, we've developed this local group here. And so besides Connie, Kim, Krista, and myself, everyone's pretty much a rookie when it comes to tour.
No shitting on the bus, okay?
I've never been on a tour before, so this being my first time, I didn't really know what to expect. For me, tour leading up was just an opportunity to kind of be together with this group of girls I've been working with for over a year now and just kind of grow that bond and be on stage with these girls.
So to feel their excitement and feel their energy leading up to this has been really fun to watch. It reminds me of our first time, touring. Now they're coming in at a very, very cushy time, but I'm really happy for them that they get to experience it this way.
Leading up to the first show tour, Tempe, we were kind of being put through a lot of hoops that we had to jump through.
I don't know if anybody else felt this energy, but Alicia and I were definitely just like, ooh, do we get to perform in Tempe?